You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning! And welcome to episode 1335 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, November 10th, 2023. Happy birthday to the Marines before thank you on the news for cheating with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed. Somebody told me that, so hopefully they were right. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, Wes has...
I believed it, Will.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully it's right. Wes has more Indian men losing their mind over tea. It's a recent trend in the news. And a real-life Batman in New York City.
That's right.
Real
he's
life.
hated. He's loved. He's Batman.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have a signal for it, the light and everything.
Not yet.
Oh, you're the hero they need. I'll take the hit.
Mark's got a Republican debate recap. Very important stuff for the political people out there. Insane snake story and the rare toilet heist. A toilet heist.
You wouldn't think that's something to steal, but it is. Stay tuned. Who steals a crapper?
What does a crapper go for?
This one's $6 million. So stay tuned.
Well, that's a good crapper to steal.
Yeah.
You just
Or like a normal crapper.
Right.
Probably used, probably like $15.
Used.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
well, you can get it from somewhere. You're
used.
off a rack somewhere. I mean, you'd hope it's not full. And I've got the high five to buzz us into the weekend once again. Let us know if you're having any issues with the podcast on Apple Pods or Spotify, skipping or whatever. Just DM us. You can also be a member at youtube.com/hardfactornews. Watch us tape live 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday. And you also get like special privileges in the chat. Very cool thing producer Eric set up. So if you
also might want to join the Patreon if you're interested in any of the escorts from the BunnyRanch who are going to be back again. We already had an awesome interview, but Hive Hours are bumping. Florida Man Fridays are bumping. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Must subscribe.
Must.
The BunnyRanch content is, as Mark said, already in there and more coming next week. So get in there. Anything else, boys, before we...
It looks like you can get a standard crapper for under $200 these days.
Yeah, porcelain.
Just like an American standard everyday crapper.
I would have thought even lower. 200 seems like a decent crapper to me.
Yeah, it's the kind of crapper you're going to find in most homes.
What about a crapper that will proof crapper?
No, that's going to cost you a little bit.
Expensive, yeah. Even the seats I have to buy. It's the plastic. I mean, it's more expensive.
That's what they get you. It's the seats.
Yeah.
Yeah. The replacement parts.
Some of these crappers go for upwards of $1,000.
Oh yeah. Well, we got to get the Tushy. I got to try that. Oldfield's OSU comments. First time live watcher. I hope Pat is still off and giving Kate a birthday present. I think he is. Yeah, but he's back on Sunday or Monday's pod. So
the old Marine present.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Happy birthday. So if you're a Marine, you get 2 birthdays. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like 2 Christmases at a divorce.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
It's pretty much
the main reason to join.
It's one of the benefits.
Yeah, for sure.
My Gam growing up, her parents got divorced, and every time someone would bring that fact up, she'd go, "It's not that great. Like, it's not as great as it sounds."
Oh, Gam.
Yeah, obviously.
outside of the few extra presents, it's probably worse.
Yeah, much worse. Yeah, made sure to remind everyone that it was just terrible.
Right. What about the other 364 days?
Yeah.
Thanks, Gam.
Yeah. Level-headed Gam.
Yeah. Anyway, All right, you guys ready to jump into it?
Yeah.
You know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. This is real news.
You're welcome. Guys, if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Indian people take their tea or chai, as they call it, very seriously. Remember recently I covered the story of an Indian man who set himself on fire after his daughter and daughter-in-law took too long to get him his chai. Yeah, that guy took his chai a little too serious.
Too much,
yeah. And now
self-immolation, insane.
Self-immolation. No chai. I'm going to burn myself to
Gets
death.
the point across, though.
Yeah, it certainly did. Now we got another case of an Indian man losing his mind. It's a trend because he didn't get his chai. A doctor, this time, at a government-run hospital in Nagpur, walked out of an operation room midway after he was angry at not being served his chai.
Mid-surgery, he's out.
Mid-surgery, that's right. So it happened at a local.
the chai, it helps you focus. I'm a big tea drinker. I'm drinking green tea right now.
Wouldn't you drink the chai before the surgery? How are they bringing chai into the operation room?
I think he's drinking chai whenever he can. I mean, look, this guy's he's got a full schedule. Listen to this. It happened on November 3rd, and he was in charge of this, like, I guess it was a kind of a government-run hospital, and they were offering free sterilizations, which they called a vasectomy in the ad for women, but it's a sterilization. They were offering these free surgeries for women, so they didn't have any more kids. He was in charge of 8 of these, and so he got done snipping 4 of these women, or whatever they do.
Needed some chai.
Yeah, he needed a chai break.
Yeah.
He's like, that was a lot of work. I just sterilized 4 women. They'll never have kids again. I need some fucking chai. Can someone get me some chai?
Lining them up like dogs.
Doing a single one more.
It's like the regional pet clinic, like when you when you go to get the free neuters. Oh, that's tough.
Chai.
You don't get me chai. You don't get me chai. Nobody else gets this surgery. And
get the man his fucking chai.
Yeah, get me some chai. I'm tired. I've done 4 of these. I'm tired. Get me chai.
A lot of surgeries.
Some chai. And so
there's chai.
And they were like, sure, we'll get you some chai, but guess what? No chai came. Now, 4 of the women that he was about to do surgery on were already under anesthesia. So he's got 4 broads laying there waiting to get sterilized, but he ain't getting no chai. And now he's walking out.
Yeah.
He's saying,
wake him up.
Yeah. Someone else do this. I'm not doing it.
Right.
Certainly I can't do it without any chai.
I mean,
what do they expect him to run on? Just like air? You think he's doing surgery after surgery? I mean, sterilization after sterilization, just running on nothing but air, just Indian air.
The man's a fucking machine. Get him his chai.
Yeah, exactly. So he just left. He's like, I'm gonna get my own fucking chai. He walked out and he left those women just passed out right there on the operating tables. And of course the nurses and everyone was like, where did Dr. Balavi, his name is Tejrang Balavi, they said he's gone. They said Dr. Perlavi has left the building, and they were like, we got to get someone in to before these women wake up.
Probably at the local chai shop.
Oh, you know exactly where it went. Went down to the chai shop.
Yeah.
Where else would he go?
Yeah, he's just sitting there in line, counting his change.
Boy, I'm whipped. I'm whipped. I couldn't do another one without a nice cup of chai.
Did he come back?
No, he didn't come back. They had to call another doctor in a rush to come perform the rest of the surgeries because Dr. Pahlavi was nowhere to be found. And now an investigation has been launched. Luckily, the women did get their surgeries because another doctor who was chaied up came in.
Right. Yeah. They just extended the pass out, right? And then another doctor came in.
Yeah.
Job.
So
some guy who'd been home all day drinking chai and not doing the first 4 surgeries came in.
Yeah, he's just waiting by the phone.
Up.
Yeah, he's waiting by the phone, ready to do surgery, all chaied up. And so now the hospital
tough clinic. I mean, like you could Is it free or is it like what are they? I mean,
yeah,
is it like
I'm pretty sure it's
thing?
free. I'm pretty sure this is one of the, basically like what you were saying with the pets. It's a kind of a free snip they were offering.
Government-run clinic in India. Like think of like our free clinics. Like there's like a couple 1.4 billion people over there. I mean that's probably pretty busy.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to see something creepy, like Canada adjacent, look up free vasectomy programs in your area. I've done this obviously for just because I might get one at some point. But when you look up the free program, it's so much more of a like sterilization tip. It's like, do you want like it's so much more of like
it's nastier, quicker.
Yeah, it's not about like, are you done having kids? It's like, do you want to make sure that you never ever like
right?
It's more
it's quick and dirty.
Control. Yeah,
I nailed it. 1.408 billion in India. It's a lot.
There's
our free clinics are busy. I imagine theirs are busy.
Yeah. Well, here and Mark, you were right about the condition of what said hospital might be like. Here's a let me pull up a picture of what it looks like from the outside of this hospital.
Yeah, 100 people waiting to get sterilized.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of people wait. I mean, it looks like a gas station kind of like maybe. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're just all these guys are talking about, I don't blame him,
Fucking gas stations have chai though.
I would have walked out too.
All those guys are getting the snip. So
their women are maybe they might be waiting.
It said support. It's the women. The women are getting sterilized. I don't know if the men are gonna listen. It's a women problem over there. I would imagine.
The men say you go get snipped.
Exactly. You're getting sterilization.
They take you to the doctor that they don't even have enough chai to pay him to do the free things.
Yeah. Whatever will stop you from having more kids. So some comments from the article. Obviously, the investigation is underway, and Dr. Bahlavi is probably going to lose his license because you just can't walk out in the middle of surgery. It's just not good. Not good practice.
What if it would be dangerous if he committed a sleepy surgery, though?
Yeah, absolutely true, Mark. I mean, I want my doctor chied up.
Yeah.
He
probably should have come back, but give him his chai.
He should have come.
He's already working at this place. I mean, he's gonna go. He'll do some rupee only, cash deal. He's gonna find something.
That's right. Some comments from the article from some people, some men, obviously. Chai Guy 51 says, I stand with doctor on this one. One time my ex-wife didn't bring me my chai and I cut her head off.
Whoa.
And then stop saying chai tea 7 because that's like a big thing. They want Indian people hate it when you say chai tea because it's redundant, I guess. It's
right. That's like saying TT. Yeah.
It's like saying TT. Chai, stop saying chai tea 7 says at Chai Guy 51. You too? When will they learn?
Oh.
Yeah. And then to that, takes chai seriously 23 says, literally came here to write the same thing. What are the odds? We have all beheaded our wives for not bringing us chai. And so the comment section is just
out of control.
Yeah,
they're just admitting to murders.
I literally came here to say the same thing. It was already written.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I wanted to say this, but you said it, so I'll say that.
I'm going to write the same thing. Yeah. You'd already written it.
So it's all chai over there. Any tea you have
chai.
in India, it's chai. 100%.
Yeah, chai. Any kind of tea is
green chai.
Now in America, like when you get a chai, it's like sweet. It's like it's like a sweet kind of like condensed milk. Kind of yeah, it's great. Yeah. I don't know if that's the same kind. Maybe Dallas Dave can tell us more from his frequent travels to India.
Right. Or where's Jack Severt?
Right.
Chai tea is usually like chai. I'm sorry, I said chai tea. Chai is usually like orange too, right? It's usually like
it's like a milky color. Yeah, it's like
red or orange.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
Great stuff.
Masala chai, I see, is a popular one here.
Yeah.
Great story. Great coverage.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you guys want to do a fun one, or do you want to do the Republican debate? Get it over with, or
let's get it over.
Let's get it over with. All right. I don't really have much coverage of it. Basically, I just wanted to play Vivek Ramaswamy's opening rant. Apparently, the third Republican debate happened this week. A lot of people are claiming Nikki Haley won, and that Vivek Ramaswamy went absolutely ham the entire time, just attacking everyone and everything. At one point, Nikki Haley called him a scum. Of like, she's like, you're just absolute scum on stage.
That's kind of been the trend, right? It's just like everybody teams up on him because he's just like Trump's little lackey, right? And then everybody else.
Oh, he went after Trump with, well, actually, maybe he didn't. Maybe most people went after Trump because the Republicans didn't do great in the elections on Tuesday. So most people commented on that, and then they threw Trump under the bus. I think maybe he did support Trump a little bit. But here's his opening statements, and his team warned that Vivek was going to be off the chains.
Uh-oh.
They let the dog off the chains. Here's his opening statement.
He'll lose himself in the moment.
Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer to the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. You think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Ooh. Answer the question. Go. Mr. Roberts, this is how we get We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story. And they're going to rig this election.
Let me turn to Governor Christie. Why you?
Bailey confirmed in the live comments that he was the only one that didn't go after Trump. But yeah, he was like off. He was doing the rigged elections and everything. And just, he was off the chains the whole time.
Yeah. We told you Vivek was going to be off the chains.
Yeah.
What did he do?
And then the highlights were like basically Nikki Haley won and he lost, but that's according to the media who he attacked viciously throughout the entire.
Somebody had their chai.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy was chied up, bro. Repost. So that's the recap. That's about all I got on that.
That's awesome. Damn, if he's gonna be doing that every debate, I might tune into a few.
Yeah, it's more exciting when he's just popping off. Yeah.
He's just calling out the moderators.
And like, I guess they called him out at one point for like using TikTok. They're like, why are you using that commie app, Chinese app TikTok? And he was like, I'm not using it as much as Nikki Haley's slut daughter is. And she those words, but essentially, that's what you read through the lines. That's what he said. And that's when Nikki Haley called him like a scumbag.
Oh, damn. Yeah, she has college kids. Oh,
yeah.
That's amazing.
He was chied up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Dad asked us, welcome to the fucking show. Welcome to the spin cycle. Like in the candidate. I want you to reach down and touch my balls.
Yeah. He didn't. Awesome. I love how he like never says anything of substance either. It's just like, let me spin this on you, Russia hoax, media establishment media. Also, something he mentioned in there. He's like Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, all these guys that would disagree with the Republican Party on like the main issues that they're losing at the ballot box on, right? Which is like, isn't it like abortion, marijuana, and stuff like that?
Yeah, so they clashed on all those.
Yeah, so it's like you just look at the fucking polling results. He
reminds me of the polar opposite of on last debates when the Democrats were doing it, like of Andrew Yang, rich, like tech guy, but Andrew Yang super quiet and then he's the opposite. He's like on the Republican side, he's like super loud, like he's kind of like Bizarro Andrew Yang.
Well, he's playing it right. You gotta get yourself some fucking notoriety in these early rounds. You gotta
give yourself a chance.
Exactly. If you just shut up and like Yang, you're just gonna fall down.
You think he's going for Trump's VP?
Maybe.
I mean,
if he's the only one not talking shit about him, I mean, that's probably he's leaving that door open.
Like, to me, it's always felt like he's like that's like his kind of his dream role is like to just
and then. Yeah, probably. I mean, why not? That's a good role. He's young. He's like 30 something. And then I did see Trump did like a rally and he like talked shit about the debate the same night or the next night. He was like, I'm over here talking to hundreds of thousands of people and millions on TV. That's a lot harder than the stupid debate.
Yeah. Trump just tells everyone that stop embarrassing themselves and drop out now. That's all he does.
Wow. Sounds like Trump.
I mean, my lead is so huge.
Trump Vivek ticket.
Yeah.
Well, it's becoming like a two really Haley DeSantis. We'll have to see once the first primaries happen.
He's
but really, I mean, it's Haley and Trump. It seems like, and that's what it's coming down
after
to.
Bootgate.
There was a chart I saw.
Yeah, dude.
Christie did really bad again.
Why didn't Ron just embrace being short? You know, instead he had to go through with all the fake boots and everything.
Did we play that clip on the show of his boot?
Have we? I mean, have we discussed it? It seems like it's pretty like well documented. Like he wears these like sort of lifty boots, right?
I mean, all boots will give you a good extra, inch and a half. Like that's, why a lot of people.
Yeah, no one's toes can bet. We're not ballerinas, right?
Like, right. But he's got
high heel boots. Like
he gets like 3 inches from his.
No, but also his bend. Like
heel.
Usually your bend is an inch or so. You said his bend was 2/3 of his shoe, so it looked like he looked like he was wearing like size 11 or 12 boots with a size 5 men's foot.
Yeah. So unfortunately for Ron, his feet have taken him out of the running, and so it's down to just Nikki Haley and with a hard snowball's chance in hell, and then Donald Trump at the top still. So
there you go.
Is it going to be Biden or is it going to be Newsom or is it going to be Kamala? Is the other question on the other side? Like, is it going to be? Are they going to ride Biden to the end? They're going to ride his corpse through the finish line a second time?
Making predictions because the last two presidents are surprising in my opinion. So I don't know. It could be anything at this point. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Let me just cue something up real quick. All right. So let's go to New York and for a real interesting one. Like I said, it's like a real life Batman going on. I want to see where you guys stand on this. So I guess this original incident happened Wednesday, and the original news report went like this. Cops are searching for vigilante gunmen who allegedly fired off shots while trying to stop a vagrant from robbing a woman at the Times Square subway station. As officials warned Wednesday, the ongoing subway violence will not be tolerated. Okay. So what happened is this homeless dude, this guy named Matthew Roche, 49, he was trying to steal a woman's purse. I guess he attempted to forcibly snatch this 40-year-old woman's purse at 49th Street and some station. And I guess he like blocked her from entering through the pay station, and then he tried to grab a purse, and she refused, and he started yelling at her, like scaring her. Now, and we've all heard about how crazy these like the homeless people in New York are. They're literally like killing people.
I mean, anywhere, man. If there's a homeless person that's like whacked out on drugs, like, and they're also violent,
a lot of violent subway attacks.
A lot of violent subway attacks.
Yeah.
So
happening a lot in New York for sure.
Yeah. So then this guy, here, what is it? Let me pull him up. Fucking hell.
This is 49-year-old Matthew Rash, whatever his name is.
No, this is
that's what they call him, Rash on the street.
No, I didn't.
Rash. You don't want. Yeah, he's contagious. You don't want to get near him.
No. So then this guy.
It's a horrible nickname. The Rash.
Roche. Oh no, he looks like the Rash too.
No, this is not Matthew Rash. This is the guy. Okay, this is Batman. This is Batman.
Oh, nice. All right.
This is John Rote, R-O-T-E, of Astoria, Queens. Now he witnessed the whole thing, and he then pulled out his pistol and was like, "Get the fuck away from her!" to Roche, and then he opened fire. He shot two shots. And he didn't hit Roche. He didn't hit anyone, but it was a subway station. And, eventually Roche was arrested for trying to steal this woman's purse and God knows whatever else he was going to do. And the cops were like, we need to arrest this vigilante guy. And the internet's kind of torn. Like, is he a hero? Is he a fucking, should he have done that? And because here's the thing, on all these videos you see of shit going down on the subway, people are like, look at no one stepping in. Look at everyone just filming, not doing a damn thing. Now this guy actually did something and now he's in trouble.
He's a gun.
But he used a gun.
Everybody's so mad about guns, and technically you're not allowed to discharge it in the city. What?
Yeah, guns are a big deal in New York City, right?
That's probably... Wes, let me ask you this question.
There he is. They arrested him. Yeah, that's Rotate. That's Batman.
That's Batman.
That's Batman. Batman didn't use a gun.
You got a picture of the rash?
I don't know.
Damn, I want to see the rash. I mean.
Non-lethal weapon, I say don't even charge them. But a gun, popping a gun off in the subway, not great.
Here's a question though. But it was a crime of passion or a discharge of passion. And he was defending
sell those guns we were talking about that are like non-lethal.
Defending a fellow citizen. That's true. They're getting better. I think we'll have to do
he was defending a fellow citizen. He was stopping a robbery.
I need you to answer one question. Did the bullet lodge into somewhere? Like, did it go into the wall or did it like bounce? Did they talk about that?
I don't know. I think it just lodged into the wall because I think it was like a pretty powerful like handgun that he had.
If he had got into the right place where he knew like the bullet was going to stay in, I mean, that's pretty, hopefully
nobody
knew it was going to happen.
Had he killed a rat with a bullet, he's off.
What if he killed the homeless guy? Then what?
Kills no human and a rat and scares off the homeless guy. That's two birds, one stone. You got to let him go.
What if he killed the homeless guy?
And then he goes to jail, dude.
Okay.
I think Wes, he's more of the Punisher. Here's live comment from Tiller. He says he looks like Dave Matthews meets Ben Shapiro, which is tough for the Batman comparison. Also, to Mark's point, Batman doesn't use a gun. I think he's more Punisher. He's more
Punisher.
Okay. Well, he's now arrested. They went to his office. I guess he works at like a camera rental store, and he didn't give up a struggle. He said that after he fired the shots, I guess he saw that he was on the news.
I've been expecting you. He said
he threw the gun in the East River.
Yeah.
And
wait,
now
he ditched the gun.
He ditched the gun.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
He threw it in the East River like a mobster.
Like, why is it going to get him off? He was already on camera. He saw his picture on TV.
Wasn't a murder.
I don't know.
Right. He didn't kill anybody.
So he doesn't have a criminal history. He doesn't have any mental issues.
Wow, this guy made a leap. No criminal history. He obviously is a little bit panicky if he's going to throw the gun in the East River and after it didn't hurt anyone. This guy made an absolute leap of faith, like out of character.
He stepped up, is what he did.
Yeah, exactly. He really made a move.
It was his hero moment.
They should probably just like give him counseling or something, and then make a big joke scene about giving him his gun back because he's obviously like a good citizen.
Tickets.
Couple tickets, but he defended a fellow citizen. I mean,
like Fairy Diddle says, arrested. Hell, give him a medal, right? And then to the point I was making before.
Yeah.
And people wonder why no one stands up for people in trouble. Now we have cops not willing to do anything, and civilians because
no, that's not how they'll handle it. They'll give him like a fake, like an honorary medal after he does like an anger, like a controlling your shots class.
He's got 3 charges. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon, criminal possession of a firearm, and reckless endangerment and menacing.
Why is it criminal possession? Why is it because he's not allowed to possess it?
In the subway. I don't think you're allowed to carry it in the subway or something. Yeah.
Oh, you're not even allowed. It's so like you get you
need a valid city handgun license, which good luck. So he probably didn't have his permits and licenses.
Oh, if he didn't have is that hard to get?
He's throwing the fucking thing in the river.
He legally bought it 13 years ago, according to his attorney. And his attorney's saying, hey, he's just a concerned citizen looking out for the safety of a fellow
how hard
hanger.
is it to get?
Well, here's the problem. Get a bunch of non-lethal things. We don't need fat, fidgety Dave Matthews popping off and then throwing his thing in the river.
Or if you're, let's say, God forbid, if one of your loved ones, your wives, were there getting accosted by, wouldn't you want a fat, fidgety guy right there?
Well, here's the thing, Wes. I would want that. I would want that, but also to Mark's point, I would also want Mr. Fidgety that had done the thing. It says it's not particularly difficult to get a New York City handgun license, but it's tedious and incredibly time consuming. It takes 8 to 10 months. So if that guy's got the patience to do the 8 to 10 months, I'd trust him more in that situation. Although I do think this guy handled it pretty fine. I hope his charges are light. I hope the judge goes light.
I don't want him locked away forever, but
listen,
like,
it sounds like
someone's got to talk to this guy.
He fired some warning shots. Yeah, it was a little reckless, but he accomplished the goal. The strap hangers or the muggers arrested. The woman didn't. I love that he
stepped up. I wish that people would step up though with like you know bear spray or like non-lethal bullets and stuff like that.
He really stepped up.
Yeah,
he stepped up maybe a little too much, but it's better than not stepping up. I'll tell you that.
I mean I agree. Just watching someone get mugged is worse than what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And so I think they should do the like honorary thing, like take a class, then you get an honorary thing, and we like, we call it even.
It's going to be a misdemeanor at most, and he's not going to jail or anything.
Well, we'll keep you posted, but they certainly paraded him out in front of cameras like they were gonna he murdered someone. I mean, look at this tape. They brought him out.
The mayor's a former top cop. He doesn't want vigilantes running around his city.
Think you're Batman?
Yeah.
Who, Mayor Adams? Vigilantes. Mayor Adams could use a few vigilantes, I think.
New York City could use a shitload of vigilantes. But I'm saying the mayor of New York City, not a fan of vigilantes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a constant struggle. If the Batman series taught us anything.
Yeah. Cops and vigilantes are like oil and water, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick breaking news from producer Eric. He says Fed Chair Jerome Powell says just close the fucking door after climate protesters interrupt his speech. Eric, can you bring up the clip for the boys so they can see what's going on?
Powell's not having
it. Does he say it in the clip? I don't even know. We're about to find out. Yeah, I guess Jerome Powell. I mean, finance news.
He's got bigger fish to fry than the environmentalists right now. He's
not the best, but
anything can set Powell off right now. Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can bring it up.
Here it comes.
Sustainably down to 2% has a long way to go. The labor market remains tight, although improvement in labor supply and a gradual easing in demand continue to move it into better balance. GDP growth in the third quarter was quite strong, but like most forecasters, we expect growth to moderate in coming quarters. Of course.
By refusing to treat climate change like a systemic risk that
thank you.
We are putting us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just close the fucking door.
I thought he yelled.
Process of getting inflation sustained.
Yes.
Close the fucking door. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, pal.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean the Fed does suck. The protesters have a point. So does Jerome Powell. He handled the protesters pretty good. I thought that was as fair plays all around. The whole thing.
Yep, that was kind of like the vigilante story. No one should get in real trouble for that.
Right? Yeah.
It's similar.
Yeah. That's all I got for that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I need to do an ad read. You're right.
I wasn't going to say anything, Wes.
Well,
we're just going to simmer in silence until you realize.
Yeah, we're just going to do radio silence.
That's like how the honking etiquette is on the West Coast versus the East Coast. Like nobody honks out here. They just sort of simmer in rage until somebody moves. Whereas like East Coast, like as soon as you don't move, even if you're like moving as soon as the light goes green, you're getting honked at. So
to be fair, I forgot that Will was on high five and I was waiting for him to go. So that was also playing into
we're gonna do an ad read. Speaking of loved ones, the holidays are coming up, right? And if you're like me, you're a great gift giver. I take pride in the gifts I give most of the time. There have been a few, Christmases where I completely botched it, did the last minute Target run, was called out for it. Never again. This year I'm going to go all out.
Knock off Legos, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It really shows.
What do you do? Just go to the Target section and just pick out what you saw. Literally,
you get this on the way here, sweaty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You picked this up on the way here, 15 minutes late, sweaty guy.
Oh, a hair curler.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Just what I needed.
Yeah. But you can make up for all those shitty gifts that you've gotten in the past with one special gift from paintyourlife.com. As you can see by Will's amazing photo, what they do is they take photos of you. It doesn't have to be the same photo. They can take multiple photos and create a beautiful artist rendition that you will cherish forever, of the family, of a lost pet, of a live pet, of grandma, of a special scene that you captured that you want to remember forever. They can paint anything you want. Look at that.
Oh, baby.
Look at that happy family. That is beautiful. And those aren't even, they're all from different times, right? So
you guys weren't in that backdrop.
Right.
We were, but not with the kids. Oh,
not at the same time.
Right.
The
kids are in here and they love the portrait nonetheless.
That's right. Will's daughter loves it. So Paint Your Life transforms your photos into one-of-a-kind, beautiful hand-painted portraits by professional artists. Lots of options. Customize your experience with a payment plan that works for you. As little as 10% down makes it a truly affordable gift. You'll get to approve every stage of your portrait process and request as many modifications as you like to ensure the portrait is painted just like you dreamed it. It's the perfect holiday gift. It's meaningful, personal, always heartwarming. It will be the gift that they will always remember, and you will win. You will win Christmas and the holidays, as they say. Hanukkah,
Yes,
whatever
will.
you're celebrating. When you get someone,
you'll win birthdays, you'll win anniversaries, you'll win
everything,
gratitude, and
you're gonna win the gift giving competition. So this holiday season, you can give the most. Yeah, you're gonna win. You can give the most meaningful gift you've ever given from paintyourlife.com, and there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. Right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get the special offer, text the word FACTOR, FACTOR, to 87204. That's FACTOR to 87204. FACTOR 87204. Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. And trust us, you're gonna want to get one of these.
You're damn right. Thank you. Well, I have another snake story for you. Beware the broad snake. Am I right? They're always around shopping malls.
Yeah.
They're always.
The broad snake can be tamed with a Paint Your Life.
Oh yeah.
Though.
That's true. Yeah, you'll have the broad snake. It's like the snake charmer. You can charm the broad snake for a few weeks with the Paint Your Life. No, this story is actually way worse than yesterday's. Much worse than yesterday's snake story. Meet Australian porn star Danny DeBello, and by porn star, I'm pretty sure it's just OnlyFans, but she does hardcore. You know, she goes all the way.
Yeah, but like how much? What are we talking? What volume on OnlyFans are we talking here?
Weekly full-length videos.
Yeah, but you could be a star. What's how many subscribers do we know?
Does it say on? I was on her thing earlier. She's only $3.30 a month.
Wow, $3.30 a month.
Deal. Yeah,
for weekly bang videos.
Yeah, for full-length videos, Wes. Jesus. She has 190,000 likes on her picture. So I mean, she's probably got a few.
Yeah, she's probably got at least like 10K or something. Yeah.
She's doing fine. She's doing great. Yeah, and also meet her snake, Betty, who's a female carpet python that's about 8 feet long.
Yep.
Big girl. Big girl's got big fangs. Yeah.
Betty, huh? That's like my little chihuahua. She'd probably eat my chihuahua.
Carpet.
Yeah, exactly. And look, that snake might have a thing for Danny, might be in love with her and jealous of the guys she bangs on her OnlyFans. Yeah. Can you guys hear that squeaking?
Why?
Can you hear
yeah,
that?
a little bit now.
What is it?
You guys talk much stuff. I'm going to go remove the squeaking dog toy from outside.
Oh,
really?
That's
really, honey?
That's really driving you nuts. I imagine trying to just he's like trying to stay focused in the moment.
Yeah, it's impossible with a squeaker toy.
He's got the squeaker right in his ear.
Let's just pull up the picture again.
So what's her name again? Wes, did you catch it?
Mark's got it labeled as porn star, but I don't know what her name is.
Honey's really ruining the whole story.
Mark?
Danny DeBello.
Google. Danny DeBello.
DANI DABELO. Danny DeBello. 2 L's. DABELLO.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So yeah, the reason. Let's also look at her profile real quick. Here's her only. This is the picture that has 190,000 likes. It's her hands over her big boobs, and it says, "You found me. I'm a horny Aussie MILF, always ready to have some fun. Join me on my naughty adventures and see how much I love sex and why I'm the real Aussie throat goat."
Whoa.
Jesus.
She's like the Nancy Reagan of Australia.
Yeah. That is some claim. That is so that'll get, that's why you get the likes. She's the throat goat. No mention of her jealous snake Betty that will bite you in the dick if you fuck her, though, on her profile. And that's exactly what happened to some poor bastard that was filming a porn scene with her. Let's let her explain.
Okay. That happened to me, but boy, do I have a story for you. First, I just want to introduce Betty. She's my Centralian carpet python. Say hi, Betty. She's about 8 foot long, and I've never had an issue with her biting or anything like that until today. So earlier I had a friend over and we shot a video for my other page. Once we were finished doing that, he jumped in the shower, but he did mention that he wanted to hold one of my pet snakes afterwards. So whilst he was showering, I went and grabbed Betty from her enclosure, and once he got out, I placed Betty around his neck, just how she is on me now, and I turned around to walk away, and he let out this massive scream, and I've turned around and seen that Betty is holding onto his and he's tried to pull her off it, and she hasn't let go. After a few minutes, we managed to get Betty off him. I put her back into her enclosure, and there was blood everywhere, so we cleaned all of that up. I did check to make sure that there was no little teeth left in it. Sometimes when pythons bite, they do lose some teeth. So I just made sure there was none in there, cleaned him all up with some antibacterial cream, and made it...
Bonus jerk.
Jeez.
Wow.
So Betty either thought his dick was another snake or like a meal.
No, Betty's in love with the owner, and his dude's pounding her out, and then he's stupidly asked to hold the snake.
Yeah, why? Yeah, I mean, it was really just he brought this on himself.
Who the fuck handles a snake naked?
Naked? Yeah, I mean, chicks handle snakes naked is hot, but yeah, if you're a dude, you put some jeans on.
Yeah, the guy's an idiot. Yeah, he got the bonus jerk, at least the cleaning.
Her snake too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, it's also it's her snake. Like to your point, like it's going to have feelings for her, and then it's called the carpet python, which is terrifying inside an apartment full of carpets. So
it's a carpet muncher. It's
everything about the situation should set off alarm bells for this idiot, and then he just goes in and handles it nude and lets it bite his penis. I mean, it's just... Do
you think he was smart enough to think on his feet and be like, "You've got to suck out the venom"? And she's like, "There is no venom." He's like, "Oh, I can feel the venom. You gotta suck it out.
Bring down the swelling. The swelling, then."
You're making it swell even more. No, I think he's probably just freaking out and probably missed that opportunity. And by the way,
oh my God, Jesus! Wait, I'm gonna pull up a picture of what these fangs look like.
Okay,
probably not good.
Not something you want around your cock. That's
was it. This guy, by the way? I scrolled her Instagram, and this guy is in a bunch of a couple of her videos.
And
probably this guy's dick's mutilated.
Yeah, probably so. And then Stephen C in the live chat, he's been letting us know it's an estimated 3,600 subs. And then he says, judging from the leaks I can see online, the snake was just repeating the behavior it's seen its owner perform. So throat goat, indeed. I mean, she does say she's the throat goat, then she owns the snakes. That's a good point. The snakes
teeth.
Just,
look at that. Look at those teeth.
Yeah, that's why they can break off. That
they break off. Yeah,
real painful.
He had all those inside his.
It's like a rape trap. These teeth.
Yeah,
like,
he was exactly. You know? He was trying to yank it off, which makes it worse. Like in the Chinese finger trap when you're pulling it. Oh my God.
Good Lord.
You got to be careful with snake ladies. Make sure that the snakes aren't jealous, because they're worse than cats. Cats mainly just stare at you creepily when you're banging their owner, like from like the nightstand. Like, what are you doing? But snakes.
Wow.
Got to be in the enclosure, right? Hopefully. Bonus.
No, I mean, it's just steer clear. I mean, unless you're a snake person too, I don't think it's ever going to really going to go well. You got to be it's got to be multiple reptile lovers in there together. You can't be in a reptile home and not into it. I think
with this guy trying to impress her, the scene was over. You already banged her. Just wash up and get out of there. Bonus dog snake story for you. Pizza Hut has teamed up with a 100-year-old Chinese company to serve snake meat pizza at their Hong Kong locations.
Interesting.
Look at that. Is that an Oreo too?
I think that's part of the meat. It says the pizza toppings include shredded snake meat. Oh, it's black mushroom. That's a black mushroom.
Okay.
Shredded snake meat, black mushrooms, and Chinese dried ham.
So the snake meat is the red part.
It's the lumps.
That might be the dried ham. I think the snake's the yellow.
The snake is the rings, like calamari rings?
Yeah, the calamari rings, I think.
Dude, snake calamari?
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Because the other one's got to be dried ham. Yeah.
Rattlesnake? It's like, it's fine. I don't know if I want it on pizza.
The squid of the land, Wes, apparently.
As the ancient Cantonese saying goes, the best time to eat snake is when the autumn wind begin to blow, when they fattened up and prepare for hibernation. So it's a great time right now for snake pizza.
Really?
That's what I heard.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Confucius say, eat snake and fall.
So pythons and hogs is just going to be bumping. Football season is perfect. I mean,
Yep. We need gator bites and snake bites, like appetizers.
Yeah, python calamari, and then and then you're just gonna have a giant like fried pork chop.
And that pizza had everything. That's a pizza you need to serve at Pythons and Hogs. It had ham and python. Yeah,
that's true.
Good eye, Wes.
You're gonna put that one in. Yeah. Mushrooms too. We get that kid from Connecticut.
Yeah, we gotta free him. I'm more worried about freeing him than fat Dave Matthews. Get the mushroom guy out of jail.
All right. Is it time?
Oh no, I have another one. Are you out of stories, Wes?
Yeah, I only had 2.
Oh shit. Well, let's do the crapper real quick. 4 men have been charged in the theft of the $6 million 18-karat gold toilet that used to be in Winston Churchill's birth home, Blenheim Palace. And let me see if I have a picture of Blenheim Palace.
He grew up with a golden shitter in his house.
He did not. They put it in later. This is where he fucking was born, though. He was born in this palace. So Winston Churchill came from some money.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it's ridiculous.
Talk about starting off on third base, at least. Right.
Over there on the left, I believe, either there on the right or left, they have one of those like full garden mazes that are like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And here's the fucking toilet. Look at this thing.
Beautiful.
What a theft.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Iron cast, 18-karat gold. Apparently the toilet is satirical and is called America. So it's like he's crapping down our throats, I guess. It's like when he's
talking shit. He's just it's a bloody old jab, mate.
Right. Gotta go see America. And it's like the rich person elaborate version of the prank when you get like an NFL team's logo in your toilet. You're like, I'm pissing on the Cowboys.
Right.
Psychos.
Well, right. Well, George Washington really just sent them down a real dark rabbit hole spiral. And I don't think they've ever really come back from it. So
no, there
certainly Winston didn't.
There was like a Family Feud style game. It might have been literally the Family Feud, and it was like, we did it on I think even Mike Wade's trivia, Throwdown trivia. It was like, who's the number? They did a survey, and who is the number one most hated person of all time in England? And George Washington won by a landslide. Still currently,
William Wallace probably up there, but George Washington for sure number
Washington won. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is a follow-up story because the toilet designed by Italian conceptual artist Maurizio Catalan was intended to be a pointed satire about excessive wealth, and then ironically was placed in this mansion, this castle. Right. So I mean, I don't know what he's.
Well, that's how it happens. Though. It's like fine art. They're like, I'm sending a message, but then to make the money they need to live, then it's got to go to super rich people. So
get this, it was in the Guggenheim right before then. Like the most famous. He put this satire on wealth, and it went to the Guggenheim and then Churchill's castle. So fast forward 2 years. This is back in 2019. This thing disappears. So from Churchill's castle,
it's solid gold.
Yeah, it's $6 million worth of gold.
Cast iron gold, 18-karat gold plated. No chance. Gold plated. Solid gold. Right.
Well, it's $6 million worth of gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, still to just to cover all of it in gold.
That's it.
So
That can't
much
be
gold.
It's $6 million.
Right, it's not solid gold, West. It's gold plated enough to be $6 million worth of gold, though. So
yeah, it's hollow. It's pretty hollow too. But yeah. So fast forward 4 years, and the Crown now has the royal police have arrested 4 men this week who probably had a pretty good 4 years if they unloaded the crapper for anywhere near the $6 million price tag on the black market.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you get for
$6
that?
million for a crap? I mean,
well, if they melted it down, they'd get $6 million for it.
Right. If they did melt it, but
right.
Did anybody recover the crapper?
Nope. Still missing. All 4 men, by the way, were between the age of 35 and 39, and amazingly, none of them OD'd on fentanyl since this theft. How'd they survive that those 4 years?
Right. Good run.
Must have paid for testing kits. They were charged with burglary and conspiracy to transfer criminal property. Toilet has not been found. And during the theft, at the time of the theft, when it was in the castle, this was a fully functional toilet, and visitors that went to visit the castle could book 3-minute appointments to use it.
That's amazing. To shit on America.
Yeah. But you gotta be quick with 3 minutes. I mean, how many times are people like, your time's up, and they're like, don't come in here. You might want to give it a few minutes. Yeah,
there's a lock. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, you paid for 3 minutes. You've been in there for 15 minutes. Wrap it up.
Licking it where Churchill sat, that big fat ass.
No, Churchill never sat. This was built way after he died.
Okay.
It somehow just made it to his fucking castle.
The estate of Winston owns it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, also, since it was functional, it was connected to the castle's plumbing, and when these guys ripped it out of the ground, it caused massive flooding at the Churchill mansion, which is awesome, back in 2019. And yeah, would you guys book a dump if it was back in there? Would you book a dump, a 3-minute dump?
Oh yeah,
to shit on a gold toilet? I would.
I once took a shit in like a mega yacht, and it was pretty great. And we were doing a show on yachts, and it was like a probably like $100 million yacht, and I made a point to take a shit in it.
You still remember it? That's one of your most memorable shits of all time.
Yep.
Was it stinky?
It is.
Was it? Yeah. Did you get it nice and right?
It was a a work day shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
Mega dump on a mega yacht, dude.
Yeah, mega dump that mega yacht. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's like, if someone, this would be an event to look forward to for weeks. You circle the calendar. I'm going to Churchill's to take a dump in the Golden Crapper. What are you doing today? Big day today.
Cool.
What else are you gonna do?
Dumping in the Gold Crapper.
That's what I'd ask you guys. What else are you doing today? Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What nothing are you doing? Good at that. Yeah. No.
Are we done asking what everyone's doing after the Gold Crapper comment?
Yeah.
So 4 guys are going to jail, and one rich guy has this thing installed in his mansion now, unless they melted it down. And I'd like to think it's still a toilet. And Police and Crime Commissioner Matthew Barber has similar thinking to me, saying, quote, will we ever see that toilet again? Personally, I wonder if it's in the shape of a toilet, to be perfectly honest. I'd like to think he'd like to think it's in the toilet shape.
I mean, hopefully they still have, because they could use it as a bargaining chip. Like, hey, we'll let you know where the toilet is, but you got to let us go.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that's gone, and they melted it down.
We shan't see the like of this toilet ne'er again.
This is a satire on wealth. Welcome to the Guggenheim.
They should get David Attenborough to eulogize it. Yeah. Then,
yeah, that guy's the best.
I hope they melted it down, and then they probably got 50%, right? 3 million. You'd think you get 50% of street.
Great theft.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks for that, Mark. Is it time now? Is it time?
It's time.
Is it time? Is it?
It's time for the high five.
That's right. Just a little follow-up on some of the old stories we've done. The sex teacher from Missouri, she's already doing a threesome. She's done it with Lena the Plug and Adam 22. So
wow, that's gonna get her some followers.
Good. Oh yeah, I mean she's all over the place. I forget her name already. Coppage, something. And then Susanna Gibson. She almost won. I think she actually declared victory. Maybe she's the one that has the live streaming adult thing with her Eli Manning but skinnier looking husband. That's very butthole centric.
Yeah, one of the thumbnails was just her butthole.
Yeah, that one.
She lost. She lost in a close. It was
very close. Like
she lost in a very close race. Yeah,
very close. Like so close that I think like they were posting that they had announced victory, but I guess she lost in a close one. So almost
right by the skin of her butthole, by the perineum of her.
Just by one butthole hair.
Yeah.
The one she didn't get Brazilianed off all the way. Yeah, I mean, it was that close. So just some vital updates.
Tight race.
Unbelievably tight. Nobody could get an inch in there edgewise. What we got today in the high five, as always, is 5-star reviews to kick it off. If you want to help us grow the show, drop us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. You can also drop it on Spotify, but Apple Pods, you can leave something right there and write something and let us know how we're doing. And if it's 5 stars, we'll read it on this section of the podcast each week, no matter what it says. So first up from Odd Jobs BG, they say HAGFD 5 stars. Something oddly pleasing about voting pro-choice inside the church my wife makes me go to. HAGFD, heart hands. So good for them. So they're enjoying election season.
I had a similar experience recently.
Really?
I can relate to that. Sorry about people on the other side, but
hey, I mean, in fact, that's not only like a good 5-star review. That's actually what we were talking about earlier. Like the Republicans keep being like, well, what are these issues we're losing on? Well, that's one of them. Okay, next up, 5 stars from Boot to Lick. 5 stars. Great, consistent podcast. Been listening to the boys for a long time. I think they were one of the first few I followed on Apple Pods, but the only one of those that I kept around. Good stuff and can always get a laugh out of me or several. I usually start my day with them, and I rarely jump to another without finishing. Great stuff, fellas. Keep it up. Alabama Hammer signing off. Oh, thank you.
Alabama Hammer's back, baby.
Alabama Hammer.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna love what's coming up. Alabama Hammer is. Okay. 5-star last one from Pokemon Jim. Says news you want to hear from 4 funny fellows. 5 stars. This podcast is the bomb. Insert let's go. Funny stories and wacky scenarios that you probably don't hear from the boring mainstream media. I have been a listener for at least 6 months and enjoy every minute of it. It's my daily dose of madness with the boys. Hit that follow and get in on what you are missing. This is from signed Hugh J. Rection.
So thank you, Mr. Rection.
Thank you, Hugh.
Yeah. I mean, he said it all. Hugh said it all right there. Do it. Follow, subscribe, set to auto download. No new patrons this week, paid patrons, but tons of listeners joining in the free Patreon tier. If you have the app and if you have the Discord app, we're going to be bringing a free Discord section soon. Not yet, but soon. But also patreon.com/hard factor. Join the club. You can just join for free. You can see episode previews, like all of the Bunny Ranch content we're putting out there right now. It's
thumbnails.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see what's going on. It's worth
in there.
A check.
That's like the group of people at recess that are like looking at the double Dutch, but they never jump in. They're like, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna get in.
They're thinking about it. I mean, and it's fun too. There's lots of good topics. You can get in there, see the previews, you can comment. Like Mark said, the thumbnails. We're talking about good stuff like the Bunny Ranch. Also, in the Discord, if you do pay and become a patron at patreon.com/hard factor for any of the paid tiers, you get access to our Discord, where we talk about stuff like this. I got to get your thoughts, guys. It says it's a post on Instagram from the New York Post. It's in the entertainment section. And it says, The View co-host Anna Navarro slammed over bizarre claim she'd like to breastfeed Maluma. Is that how you say that guy's name? Maluma?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay. And then that's it.
She wants him to suck on her tits, is what she was saying. That
please tell me you're bringing up the Discord conversation that happened.
Breastfeed specifically. Oh, I will, Mark.
That's one of the funniest I've seen in the Discord in a while.
Alabama Hammer's gonna love it, right? I mean, I told you. So it says specifically in the caption, it says, hashtag Ana Navarra is loca for hashtag Maluma. The View co-host 50 admitted she was feeling the heat when she saw the Colombian singer 29 perform in hashtag Miami over the weekend. More details at the link in bio. Basically, she was like, I know he's my son's age, but that makes me want to breastfeed him even more. And so I posted it.
Slid out of the chair, you know?
Yeah. But she was hot. As Wes said, she wanted to stick that tit right in his mouth. And I said, it was just a little weird because of the breastfeeding is what I thought. Posted it into the Discord server. And I don't know exactly what happened. I'm gonna pull up the comments because I don't have time to pay attention to it all day.
I'll summarize.
Okay. Here I'm pulling up the exact details.
Hilarity ensued.
Yeah, and so people, this is the reaction in there. Shane saying we're upset about what his reaction is like. Wes is he saying what? Just because she wants to stick a titty in a grown man's mouth? What's wrong with that? And then
that's what she's saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, breastfeeding goes a little bit farther, right? Than like just
she wants him to suck on him. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, but can she even produce milk? She's old. And then John, he agrees. He says America's truly gone to shit. Shane, Tim A, they all agree you should just be able to suck down that geriatric breast milk as fast as you can. Then Dallas Dave comes in and he says, wait, I'd like to volunteer to suck on some 29-year-old Colombian titties. And my pal Xavier is probably interested too.
So this
is where it gets flipped.
Well, Dallas Dave made a classic mistake. The 29-year-old is the Hawaiian guy,
right?
The 50-year-old's the Colombian woman. So he's like he makes he makes a mistake in a funny comment and tags Xavier, who corrects him here. And this is where it gets even better. All right, so.
Okay, hold on one second. Then it comes up and he says, Xavier says, but it's Colombian male titties.
He points out the 29-year-old's the male, right?
Yeah. Right. So Xavier nails it, and he says, but he is one of the three I added to my "if I was gay" list, preceded by Ryan Reynolds and Romeo Santos. So all right. Yeah.
What?
And
Tom Ems is the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah, Tom Ems is great.
Oh, what is Tom? It's just chimes in. He just real quick. He goes, "You made it. If I'm gay list, that's pretty gay." Which I'll let Alabama Hammer be the judge of that. Honestly.
What a great interaction. That's what you get on the Discord, guys. You got to go to Patreon.com. This is daily shit going on.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we're doing in there, just chopping it up, living the dream, talking about the news and what's in the news. And then it creates conversations like this. And then Dallas Dave made it clear to me that he needed this. And also Xavier as well. They made it clear to me that I needed to say they were imagining this 29-year-old Colombian from some type of music video. So that's
those are nice.
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good job. Good work, fellas. That was real clear.
Exactly the picture I had in mind.
Yeah. All right. So they're going back and forth, sucking on some dude's titties, and Tom Ems.
Just to be clear.
Tom Ems spits out his chew.
I was
if I'm gay list.
That's what I said when I got back. I said, "Wait a second, I don't know if that list is necessary for this fetish." And then, anyways, Mark had known all along, I guess, what was happening. I
was laughing my ass off, is what was happening.
Yeah. Yes. Anyways, that's what happens in the Discord server. Worth your time to join. No mean comments, pretty much at all this week.
No, I think we're getting like a spat with people like once every maybe 6 months. Then it's always buttoned up within a couple hours. It's pretty friendly in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean it's all been very friendly.
Very nice. Hive's a good group of people in there.
Yeah, outside of people spamming us with Middle East stuff, you know.
Oh, you meant in general? I was talking
like an IG and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like comments. Like I'm looking for comments. We're not much mean, mostly very positive. Thanks to everybody in the Heart of Hive for sharing the Disney and mushroom videos. We had 2 Disney ones and a mushroom one, all recently do very good on Instagram. Thank you for sharing those.
Hell yeah, dude. We're flying on Instagram. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah, it's doing well.
I got into it with a British guy. I got into it with a British guy and it ended like really well. Like it was over the king sausage fingers. And
cheers, mate.
And he was like, "Stop talking shit about the king." And I was like, "How are you?" I got back for us like, "How are you even commenting on here? Don't you have some royal weddings to rewatch?" And he was like, "If you keep talking about the king, I'll knock you out." And then I was like, "Oh, relax. We love the UK." Here he goes, "I'm a huge fan. But like you guys only do 60 seconds clips and then you eat hamburgers." And I was like, "Well, since you're a huge fan of the clips," I was like, check out the 60-minute podcast we do every day. And we love the UK. We're Leeds fans, MLT. And he goes, "Oh, hell yeah. Love you guys." So
if you ever mix it up with somebody in the comments, 99% chance they have no idea we have a podcast. So you can always let them know.
Spread the word.
That they can find it if you ever end one of those arguments on social media nicely. Yeah, and also sign up for the Patreon if you want more of that Bunny Ranch stuff. It's coming, so we got more on the way. All right, voicemails to wrap up the week. They're very good this week. Here we go. First up, Tony.
Hey boys, Tony from PA. So I just had an experience at the bar. Don't know if you guys are familiar with Permani Brothers. It's a restaurant bar chain that originated in Pittsburgh, made its way across Western. But one of their main drinks that they serve is the Drunk Duck cocktail, and it comes with a little rubber duck on top of it floating, as rubber ducks do. But they also have these claw machines that have a bunch of rubber ducks in them, and for $1 you are guaranteed to get one. So I did that because there's this very, very attractive lady that was a table across from me, and fucking smoke show. I would marry her and have 6 kids. Get ahead of myself. But anyways, I get a duck, put my name and number on it, give it to her, say, "Hey, I think you may have dropped this, may have thought of your drink or whatever." So she laughed, looked at it, laughed, I laughed, said, "Well, I hope you have a good rest of the night." And then I left because I'm socially awkward and Tony. But anyways, she texted me legit 5 seconds later, said, "Hey, I'm taken. I'm really sorry." So, you know, it is what it is. But what's the stupidest thing that you guys have done that has worked successfully for either hookup or a relationship? I know that you guys have definitely done some stupid shit, so looking forward to hearing any stories that you have. Sorry this is a little longer than a minute, but Pat isn't on the show, so fuck him. Just kidding, I love you all. But anyways, have a great fucking weekend, boys. I love you.
All right, Tone.
Damn. Tony's like Vivek.
Yeah, he was at it with
tied up, bro.
Tony had his chai. Do you notice I did give him some notes though? That's where you hear me cut you over yourself is where I cut everybody.
Yeah, I thought there was an echo, and then I realized what you did. He just thrown them out because he kept going. Very well
condensed those sections a little bit.
I've been to the Permani Brothers in downtown Pittsburgh. I don't remember the ducks.
Yeah, I don't know if we needed the entire Wikipedia page about their history. Anyways, like Tony
with the description.
Tale of Two Cities over there. You don't get paid by the word for voicemails. Tony asks the craziest thing you ever did to get with a girl. I've got one. I know that
both of you do. I couldn't really rack my brain around it. So why don't you two go?
I'll go first because I know Wes has got a good example here. Craziest thing I probably ever did was getting way too deep into the friend zone one time in college. Way too deep. Never got laid either. So that's just a PSA. Don't let that happen. It only happened to me once.
Rarely works out.
No, it's horrible. Save yourself the trouble. Other than that, other than getting way too deep into the friend zone, which is a trap that many people fall into, just come on, just learn from it. Other than that, learn from this one too. I may or may not have got into like a little bit of a the baggy trade one summer, just to try to hook up with someone who also didn't end up hooking up with her. Wasn't worth it in the end, but we had a lot more fun than the friend zone.
That is a hilarious thing to do, to try to hook up. Yes.
Yes, that's
good Lord.
Yeah.
Yep. Better than what I had. Go ahead, Wes.
This is actually remember the story I told you guys about how I broke into the house? Yeah.
And she was with a guy.
She was with a guy. Yeah, same girl.
And then you watched him leave, and you spent the night.
Yeah, same girl. She must think I'm the craziest person in the world because this story around her.
I hope she's seen you on like Instagram and shit. She's like, oh no.
Yeah, dude. She so the first night we went out, we went up to Reston Town Center, and she was a friend of a friend that came over to party, and I had my apartment in Reston. I was still going to school at George Mason. This is when my dad didn't want me living in the house, so he just got me a fucking shitty apartment in Reston. Was like, here, just to get you the fuck out of my basement. So anyway, we had a party. We walked up to Reston Town Center because I literally lived like within walking distance of it. And
what a trip!
And so on the way back, I was hammered, and they were building a apartment complex right next to Reston Town Center, and it was probably like a 20-story apartment complex. And we used to sneak into it. We would sneak in because you could just go through like the construction gates, and then you could go all the way to the top and get a nice, awesome view. So in my mind, I was hammered. We got all the way to the top. Me and my buddy Gregor was there, one other girl, and then this girl I was trying to hook up with. And I got on the fucking ledge of this apartment complex, like 20 feet up, and I'm hammered. And like Gregor's like yelling at me to get down. The girls are just like covering their eyes because
hot is bothering you.
I thought I was cool.
Are you worried for my safety?
Oh, if I one wrong slip and I'm dead. I mean, I'm literally on the edge of a 20-story building, drunk.
If I survive this, you are gonna want to bang.
Yeah. Aren't I crazy? I mean, luckily I didn't die, but and I ended up banging her. So
hey,
I don't know if that was the reason I did, but
girls like daredevils.
It certainly thought,
Evel Knievel's no virgin, bro.
This guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
They did. Connor Crawford.
I still think about that night because it scares I'll still lay at night sometimes and think about that and be like, dude, I could have just died. Like
you did in a multiverse, bro.
Yeah, for sure. It was so stupid.
A version of West.
So stupid.
That's a sad one for that other West. All right. Next one, I think we'll see who it is. Bathtub Jim.
Boys, Bathtub Jim calling in. Hey, just wanted to see what is your go-to order at Taco Bell, and second, hard shell tacos for eating in the store or at your house, and soft shell tacos in the car. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I think people that eat hard shell tacos in the car are absolutely insane, if not psychotic. So, cheers. Have a great fucking day and weekend. Go Bills.
Love that one.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
It was like Walter soap checked us. It's like soft shells only in the car. And tell me if I'm wrong.
That was a good voicemail.
Yeah.
But the first question was, what's your go-to Taco Bell order? Which is I've been thinking about this a lot recently, so it's a good question.
Yeah.
It has to include a cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh, good call.
Has to. And then other things vary. I used to like the Crunchwrap Supremes. Went through a phase of that. I like the burritos, like the steak burritos. Other things will come and go. Chalupas every once in a while, but it has to include a cheesy gordita crunch.
Yeah, Taco Bell's one of those where I change up my order here and there. Like McDonald's, it's the same fucking thing every time. Chick-fil-A, same thing every time. McDonald's or Taco Bell, I switch it up.
Yep.
I've got to go to chalupas and Baja Blast. Usually Mexican pizza, also something up there.
Oh, really?
High on my list.
Yeah.
I usually get a chicken quesadilla and definitely like a single nachos a lot of times, like just the nachos and cheese, and then they've got the beefy cheesy like griller.
Sure do.
Yeah,
sure do. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a testament to Taco Bell that you can switch it up, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
true.
It depends on the day.
Breakfast is good too. Breakfast is good too. The Crunchwrap breakfast thing is awesome. Also, I go soft tacos only unless I'm getting the Doritos hard shell. That's
in general, also like in life. I grew up hard shell taco family, and then when I moved to Austin, I predominantly switched to only soft shell tortillas, because Austin's tortillas are the bomb. Breakfast tacos, any tacos. And then just this past week, I did hard shell taco night for the first time in like a decade. It's great.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Yeah.
They're good, but they are a pain in the dick to eat in the car because they just fall apart.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, but on the flip side of that, the two tacos from Jack in the Box, those are actually better to eat in the car than Taco Bell tacos or Del Taco tacos in the car, because those ones don't fall apart as easy. So anyways, that's the status of fast food tacos right now. Great question from Jim, I thought. Anyways, next, moving on. Oh, Bart back with a vengeance.
Welder Bart here, boys. This is a fun one. All right, so to the anonymous teacher. Okay, well, let's just start off with the fact that I'm 4. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 children in and still somehow fucking surviving. Which means obviously I don't need to sit down. My wife's been doing all the sitting for me, if you know what I mean. Second thing, I didn't mean prank my fucking pregnant wife, you crazy lady. No, of course I ain't gonna fucking do that. I do value my testicles. What I did mean is, have you guys ever done something stupid like, I heard a bunch of fucking horror stories about people, I say horror stories, but about men that are like, oh no, I'm going to go home and take a nap. And then they miss their baby's birth, or, you know, stupid shit like that. People fucking passing out because of seeing what's going on and then missing their baby's birth. I didn't mean fucking pranking my wife. The closest thing that I did to prank my wife was ask her if she minds if I picked up some beer to bring back to the hospital. Oh. Now, damn. And no, she did not mind, because she is fucking magnificent. As you are. Anyway,
you droning him out?
No, I do not prank my pregnant wife. She says I am a wonderful birthing partner. I'll take that one. All right.
Starting lineup of welders.
Hey guys, what grinds your gears? That's my question. Have a great fucking day.
Well, interestingly enough, I met and had some beers with anonymous teacher this past weekend, and she is hilarious, as she is in her voicemails. She's dating a buddy of mine I hadn't seen in a while, and she's awesome. And she will remain anonymous, though. Obviously.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Well, I love the budding rivalry. I can't wait for anonymous teacher.
Call back in, anonymous teacher. Yeah,
to Bart, because Bart was hot, and he says, obviously, I'd never do that stuff. You see, I think the stuff on Instagram, Bart, is all sketches. I don't think that that's actually real. I think that the things when they prank their wives in the delivery room, I think those are just all pre-planned. I don't think any of them are real, basically. And then, yeah, I mean, people falling asleep for the birth of their kid, but I'm sure that's real.
Bringing in beers is kind of ballsy.
I brought them in.
Did you?
Yeah,
nice.
That's not, because I mean, dude, after 9 months of pregnancy, pregnant
does she get some?
Oh yeah, she's gonna want some alcohol.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
A few nips.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Moving on. Xavier.
Hey guys, it's Xavier. Gotta say, I've never heard of a twice baked potato, but my stomach is peaked, so I will find one and I will try one. But the podcast on Friday, they got talking about Tommy Tuberville, the former Auburn Tigers football coach, made me think about something. And it was painful because it was the Auburn-Mississippi State game that we won 3 points to 2 points when Tuberville was coach. And we scored all 5 of the points in that game. So what's the worst win that you've ever seen for your team, or just in general, like the worst possible win? Because it's got to be that soccer score of a game, 3-2 in, I think it was 2008. Yeah, all right. Have a great fucking day.
Almost clipped it, Xavier, but you even recognize it. You could see where you sped up. I mean, that was a fantastic way to end it there. Do you guys remember any bad wins? I don't remember too many.
Yeah, Virginia Tech's got a bunch of them. I think they had a 9-3 game or 6-3 game. Yeah. Ooh. Maybe 3-0.
I never really remember like bad wins. My teams are always losing, I feel like, in those ones, but like wins are wins. I remember shitty losses though. Once I saw, you guys may have been there, the Redskins at the time, now the Commanders, lose 6-7 inside Jerry Dome in the nosebleeds in Dallas. That was. We got either you there for that game? It was brutal. So boring.
No.
Oh man.
I don't remember this one because it was before my time, but in 1996, Virginia Tech and Wake Forest played to a 0-0 tie, and they went to overtime.
Overtime at zeros. Hokies.
That's pre-Vic.
Yeah, it's true. Vic changed the game. Wes, any football knowledge you want to lay on Xavier?
Nope. Don't remember a single game where I was stricken with the score.
There's one game. You always have like season tickets, like as a student, and we were like ranked number 5 or number 3, and Georgia Tech was ranked like number 5 or number 3 was the opposite. It was like two top 5 teams playing, and it was Megatron at Georgia Tech, and I had a sneaking suspicion that even though it was at home, we were going to get our asses kicked. So I sold my tickets for like $300 and went to a bar, and Megatron had like 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, and we lost by like 40 points.
Good call. Yeah. I mean, you made the best of it. You made lemonade.
Yeah, drinking like $1 beers and had like a fistful of dollars. Yeah,
you made lemonade out of that. Out of those lemons. Stephen C was at the 7 overtime A&M game, A&M LSU. Obviously the 7 OT game. He had a time to sober up and get hungover before it was over. That's the worst part of college games because they stop serving in the fourth quarter. And if it goes to 7 overtimes, you're tired.
Or hockey overtime or baseball in like the 15th inning.
Hockey's brutal too. No beers past the second period. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some of those games. Some of those games where they don't sell to the end get rough. Okay, next up.
Boys, calling California. So this weekend, we freaking got another dog. So I got 2 dogs, and then this girl was going to give this cat up at the adoption place, at the animal shelter. I couldn't let her give the cat up. It was so cute. Yeah. Now I got a cat. And I realized I like the fucking cat better than I like the damn dog. So I'm figuring out that I'm more of a cat guy. Also, congrats on Big Al, little intern Al, he did a good job on Monday. The only thing I'm concerned about with this is now it's going to cause Pat to take even more time off. Because he's like, well, Al can cover me now because he did a pretty damn good job, So I think you guys may have opened Pandora's box, but just let me know. Love you guys and have a great fucking day.
Pretty good email. Pretty good voicemail. I mean, cats are awesome. You know how I feel about cats. Congrats.
I cut some of Colin's cat shtick out. I love his budding cat shtick, but I thought that this punchline was enough. It was great.
Good cut.
He's got more in the bag. Trust me. And I'm sure we'll hear it again. So that's why I figured.
I think he got the cat just for the shtick.
Yeah,
right. That is the feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. To be fair, I think we all were thinking the same thing though about like now we can all take a day or 2 off. But
of course, yeah.
But Al's only available on Sunday night, so now we're all going to be vying for a Sunday night off. Like I'm taking this Sunday night off. I don't know if Al's joining the show or not, but
Pat will be back.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not on. Yeah, Al will step in when there's only the 2 of the other hosts available. And hey, life happens. We've had so many kids. Thanks for sticking by us, the Hardo Hive. As we go through all these kids and all these changes in life, we've changed platforms and everything. So
7 shows a week times 52 weeks is like a lot of shows. So
yeah. So
we love it, but we need a day off every once in a while.
Exactly. Doing as much as we can. And Al stepping in beautifully. Colin, it sounded like was throwing his name in the ring there. We would probably need some samples first. New samples.
He needs better internet to even.
Yeah. There'd be.
Well, I did half pack of West with Colin, and his internet was atrocious.
Can you imagine trying to get his files after the fucking shows?
No,
send in your file, Colin. Didn't load.
Sounds like a nightmare. All right. Let's move on. Oh, on your phone again, huh? With the dial up 5G. All right. Okay. Let's move it along. Next voicemail. I think this is the last voicemail. Leaves 2.
Hey boys, how's it going? I had like a question to ask. So at work, someone asked me what my pronouns were, and that was a first for me. I said the regular ones because I thought it would be funny. It turns out it's not that funny to some people. But I guess I was meaning to ask, am I allowed to just not participate in that if I don't want to, based on like religious reasons or something? I don't know. I don't think I should have to if I don't force my beliefs on anybody. I don't think their beliefs should be forced on me, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny, but yeah, so just let me know and have a great fucking day.
So we gotta let them know. Yeah, I think you can have you can say, yeah, I have no preferred pronouns.
Well, I think he was saying, can I also not participate in maybe even like using preferred pronouns or whatever? Look, you can. I think
You
anyone
can say
do
none of your
whatever they
fucking
want.
business if you want.
Well, yeah, anyone can do. I'm not going to name names, but I've had some guys that are still in the corporate world and doing very well send in like their yearly trainings, and like it's gotten pretty crazy with the amount of pronouns. Like there's like 20 options. She, them, tits, yeah. But from that's weird. But I mean, yeah, of course you could not participate. I don't know if you need to get worked up about it either, though. The thing is just like,
no, just
I think
try,
you can
try to be
literally
nice
say,
to people.
Just
Yeah.
say
you can literally
he.
say,
If you're
Yeah.
straight and the dude, just be like he, him. That's all you gotta say.
you can also
Yeah,
say
I
you have
mean,
you
Those
have
are the
no
normal
preferred-
ones.
I think you could say you have no preferred pronouns. The regular ones is a funny joke, but
I try to, if people care about it, I try to use people's preferred pronouns, but mistakes
you
are
gotta
made.
right, but
you
can-
use
when they ask
people's.
you yours, they
Yeah.
ask you yours. He's saying, "Can I have none?" You
Well,
can
like on
say,
forms and
"No."
stuff, it's like filling out like he, him, or whatever. You don't have to like get a name tag that says he, him, but like, yeah.
Oh, this is like asking him in a meeting, and he's like, "You can say you have no preferred ones. That's fine."
yeah.
But that could also be considered a "quote unquote" microaggression to anyone born after 1990-ish. So you got to
Right.
just play that game too.
A startup company from young kids, they're gonna
Right.
demand you say the pronouns. Yeah, we're not moving on.
It's also kind of like an invasion of like it. So for
Isn't
some
it? Yeah.
people, it's
Yeah.
an invasion of privacy. Like it like like if it's like asking. Sometimes it's kind of like asking, "Are you gay or not?" I mean,
I want
really.
to. That's why I want to follow up. I've people have sent me text messages that it's a form you fill out like online. It's not necessarily like in a meeting where they're asking you.
Are you transgender? Are you what? Like it's personal.
Follow up
It's
email. How did
very
it, how
personal for a
did
lot
it
of
come
people.
up? Did it come up on a training, or like was it anonymous, or did you were you in a meeting and everyone had to say the pronouns? Because that's different.
It sounded like the joke didn't hit, but it hit here. And he left one more voicemail.
Okay.
Hey, it's Mediocre again. I forgot why I called originally, but I just wanted to say that the whole Paint Your Life thing is actually pretty sick. I got one for my girlfriend maybe a little over a year ago. She absolutely loved it. She still left my ass. I went on orders for a few months for the military, and I was planning on buying a ring with that money. And the time I was gone, she decided she didn't want my ass anymore.
Oh no!
So there goes that time wasted spent there, and I'll never see that painting again. But it turned out like really good, actually. And
yeah, they do.
I don't know. You guys really put me on it, and
perfect.
I will do it again for my future girlfriend.
There you go.
So, fellow ladies, men out there, if you're looking for a gift, Paint Your Life is actually pretty good. It's not just some commercial that these boys throw around. It's actually pretty fucking fire. All right. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that's the good news is he gets to do another one all over again for his new lady friend.
Text factor to 87204 for 20% off and free shipping. Very funny voicemails from Mediocre. Those
The
are
regular ones.
those were good.
And thank you for your service. It's Veterans Day.
Yeah,
like nowish this week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything he said in those was totally true and real. Yes, thank you for your service. That part was potentially true. We'll see. We'll probably won't, but please call back in. That voicemail number again is 512-270-1480 if you want to leave us a voicemail. And here on the Hive 5, don't forget 5-star reviews, Apple Podcasts. You'll hear those in the Hive 5. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you want to support the show and get extra content, 2 extra shows a week, Hive Hour and Florida Man Friday, Hive Hour's got tons of Bunny Ranch content coming out, all sides, all angles. We're getting deep inside the Bunny Ranch, and we're going to find out exactly what happened with the
preferred
standoff.
podcast of the ranch.
Yeah, pretty much. It's what we're becoming over there at patreon.com/hardfactor. Yeah, and that's how you can help the pod. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day and weekend.